Okay, so this is just a quick little video doing page 236, question 2, this nut question there, okay? So you can see my setups here, my elevation and my in view. So to get this one down here, we're going to have to do something slightly different than nut. The setup though is the exact same, alright? So the setup's the exact same that we've been doing. I'm also going to little flick here, just a little SolidWorks model of it as well. So that's kind of what we're going to be getting, that sort of a shape like that when we're finished our axonometric, right? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to do my setup like I've always done it before. I'm going to draw my equilateral triangle to start with. Make the base of it 120, 60 degrees on each side because it's equilateral. I'm going to shoot out at 30 degrees each side of this. And 30 degrees over here to the right hand side. I'm going to do my semicircles. Okay, now if I flick back to the book here for a second, right? So I need to draw the nut over here, right? It tells me the length of the side is 35. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, six-sided shape, so it's a hexagon. So we know the angle is 60 degrees in a hexagon and we know the length, okay? But how far do we measure over before we start this line here? We don't know, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to a different part of my page, draw out this hexagon first, simply. Just draw it out like normal. Then I'm going to use that to get distances from the hexagon so I can draw it in this space here correctly. Okay, so I'm going to start. Does not matter, anywhere with space. Look, I'm going to do it over here. Okay, I'm going to draw a straight line. I'm going to get 35 on my compass. No, what actually, I'm going to do it up there just to make sure I have enough space. So I'm going to draw a straight line. I'm going to get 35 on my compass. I'm going to pick the start point, and that's 35. The distance from there then to there is 35. Okay, because it tells me that the distance is 35 in the book. Now I'm going to go 60 degrees. How do we know it's 60 degrees? So it's 360 degrees divided by how many angles there is, which is 6, gives me 60. $60 degrees, 60 degrees. Distance of them are 35 also. I'm going to go back. 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Do my distance. And then go straight back. So that is my hexagon there now drawn out, right? Now the reason I do that is because I can use this to help me position it here the way that the corner will perfectly meet that. So if I bring the corner this straight down here to my bottom line, right? I now know it's this distance away here from my corner of my axonometric, right? So I'm going to get this distance here in the compass. And I'm going to swing it out here. So, right? So I know that point. Basically that's point. This is this point here. From there, I could do my 60 degrees with my protractor if I wanted. I'm a little lazy, right? I'm not going to do that as of yet. So I got 35 now on my compass next, right? So I can swing it there. I can also swing my 35 till it hits the side here. So I can join from here to here. Alright. And I'm going to bring a line parallel to that base. I'll bring a line parallel along here. Still have my 35 on my compass, point over here. Swing it, I can draw that in. Okay. Now I'm just going to go parallel. So parallel from this line, this side. Might struggle here now with space, but parallel with this line. Over here. Parallel with this line. Up here. I'm going to mark my 35 again. And from there then I'm going to go parallel with the base. Get that far. 35. I'm just drawing a center line here now because I know there's a circle needed. And I'm going to darken this little hexagon in. Yeah, and the radius of that circle then is a radius of 20. Over here then, they give me the thickness of it as 30. Yeah, that's the thickness of it there. And then I can go up to this view here then for heights, okay? So the very height of it is this. So that's the very top of it. Okay, that's the very top of it. The middle, so that point and that point is that high off the ground. And in my circle, it's this high off the ground here. And this high off the ground. So that's my circle going all the way through the nut. And that's my circle on that side. So, first things first, right? We'll worry about the actual nut itself first, right? So I'm going to bring down my points here, the corresponding ones, and get that shape of the nut, okay? So they're my bottom ones, there and there. Top two, and the middle ones are there, okay? So it's just a matter of bringing down these points. So take your time with this now, nice and slow. Make sure you're getting the correct points. Make sure you're being accurate. I'll bring down my top corners. Now my corresponding top corners from over here. That's the basic shape that I've found out, right? So now we have to worry about the circle part, okay? So if I measure this part here, look, I can see that it's 40. So in between the dotted lines is 40, and that's 40 there as well. So what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do a series of 10 millimeters here, right? So 10, 20 is marked, 30 is there. Okay. I'm going to go parallel with that baseline there. So I'm going parallel. I'm going to call the bottom here 1, 2, 3, 4. Top is 5, and I'm going to call it here a little 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to come into my circle here now as well, and I'm going to do the exact same. So it's 10, 20 is marked there, 30 is marked there, 40 is the very bottom. And I'm also going to go parallel with this baseline here to where it hits the circle, okay? So down the very bottom here, down the very bottom is 1. Then I have 2 and 2. 3 and 3 is the middle. 4 and 4. And 5 is the very top. So now it's just a matter of projecting those points to get my circular shape inside here, okay? So this is the first one I'm going to bring down. That's on the front face here. So I'll bring down point 1. And we bring down point 1. So that now is 1. Down point 2. That's 2, 2. Down point 3. And last but not least, bring down point 5. So I'm going to freehand these in now. So 5 to 4 to 3 to 2. Back down to 1. Up to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. Okay, so that's it so far. Now I'm going to bring down these back numbers. And I'm going to find it back here again, so it's going to be here. I'm going to see a portion of the circle here, like that. Okay, the rest of it's going to be hidden. So point 1 is brought down on the back here. This is it. And 1 is brought down there. So that's 1 there. 2 is brought down there. 2. So 3, I'm actually wrong, you actually won't see any of it. So that's it there, then completed. This circle back here is all hidden. It's all hidden details around there. Okay? So you don't have to do that necessarily. If you want, you can do it and do it in your dotted as well. Okay, so that's the question there completed. So we need to use our knowledge up here to draw the hexagon out to the side on its own, and then bring it back in there so we can position it right.